Hello, and welcome back to Star Trek Online. I'm Stephen, and this is episode 3. And it looks like there's a mission from Starfleet.
Starfleet hasn't heard from Deep Space Station K-13 in a while. It's in a tactically sensitive part of the quadrant, and the brass is getting concerned. Get out there, find out what you can, and render assistance if needed. And hey, be careful, okay? This could go sideways fast.
And with that, we have our orders to check up on Starbase K-13. As we warp into the system, Scavin notes that there is a complete absence of any comm traffic, which is very strange as a station such as this would host a myriad of signals coming and going from starships, but the area seems to be dead. He also notes that there are no enemy vessels in the system either. We shall move in to investigate. As we get closer to K-13, we see 2 Pioneer-class ships like our ship. They might be able to inform us of what is going on here. But something is horribly wrong as we get into what... Oh dear, they're firing. What's going on here? Why are Starfleet vessels firing on us? Well, we better disable them, because we'll get into big trouble if we do destroy them. That's one ship disabled. Glad we didn't destroy it. With both ships disabled, we are being hailed from one of the ships.
Stay away! They're taking control! Don't come near us! They'll take you too! This station came from the station!
I wonder what's going on here. This seems very awkward. It seems like Starfleet is ordering us to investigate further. I thought they might. Captain Doherty mentioned the station. We'll go in for a closer. Now that we've given the station a cautious scan, to be first thing we notice is that there's no transport. Our scan reveals that that's unusual, as this station should be manned at all times. The first thing we do see when coming out of the transport room is scorch marks all over the wall. It appears that they correlate with standard Starfleet's phaser fire. Let's head to sickbay.
Stop where you are and turn about slowly. I need to determine if you are infected.
Infected with what exactly?
Neuroparasites. A life form last encountered by the crew of the Enterprise at Deneva Colony. Those possessed by the creatures tend to engage in hostilities with the uninfected, the better to render them fit for infestation.
Well, we're friendly.
To Met, and while you have not engaged in hostilities thus far, I have seen infected employ false passivity in order to lure unwary prey. A tricorder scan of your adrenaline levels should verify your status.
How logical. Scan away, Ensign.
Scans show a slightly elevated level of adrenaline, though nowhere near that of an infected life form. Thank you for your patience. One can never be too cautious where these parasites are concerned.
Tell me more. I need to know what we are dealing with here.
They are a life form that propagates by infiltrating the nervous system of a host creature. Through this neural link, they can compel their host to obey their bidding. They can also inflict extreme pain upon the host at will, and do so to discourage attempts at resistance. While effective, this punishment can lead to permanent neurological damage or death. At this time, most of the station personnel have become infected. While there is a possibility of uninfected survivors, I must warn that it is remote.
I see. Have you got any recommendations for us?
According to Starfleet data files, the parasites can be safely destroyed by exposure to high-intensity ultraviolet light. My attempts at reconfiguring the station's lighting thus far have been unsuccessful. I am a physician, not a habitat engineer.
I see.
As a precaution, I have developed a serum that can render a person toxic to the creatures. However, medical supplies here are limited. I have enough serum to inoculate your landing party and one other person.
Please, inoculate away. Seems like we've been hailed through the comm system. This is Lieutenant Wilson of the USS France. Is anyone on station able to respond?
Now there's a voice I wasn't expecting. I take it you heard my distress call then. Well, in case you haven't noticed, the station's been overrun by neural parasites. The wee devils are back with a vengeance.
Lieutenant Commander Scott, what is he doing here? Last time we knew, he was on the USS Enterprise. Anyway, so I see. We're safe up here in sickbay. Can you join us here?
I'm afraid not. I'm in the auxiliary control room, down on the engineering deck. The place is filthy with parasites, so you'll understand if I don't go out for a wee jaunt.
Understood, Scotty. We'll make our way to you.
I have secured a small amount of security gear. It may give you another edge against the parasites.
Excellent. Ensign, you're with us, and we'll take that gear and head to engineering. Oh, we're being ambushed by the infected.
We may be able to gain useful knowledge by scanning one of the infected.
The firefight filled into the hallway, and it looks like there's more at the other end of the room. We better stun them. We better scan the infected for more data.
The creatures continue to be resistant to tricorder scans, sir. It may be fascinating. I'm detecting an unusually high level of tachyons nearby. Based on these readings, it is possible that a temporal event has occurred on the station within the last 4.2 hours.
We have to investigate that. This could be an infiltration from a future force. We should keep going. Oh, more infected in the corridor. Stun them too. It appears they are in horrible pain.
The auxiliary control.
It's good to see a friendly face.
Here he is.
There you are. I was beginning to get a bit concerned. Thought you might have been taken by those little beasties. I'll just lock the door so none of them can get in while we discuss our next course of action. Now that you're here, we've some work to do. The way I see it, we need to get to main engineering and turn on the station's ultraviolet lighting. That'll sort the nasty bugs out properly.
Is that so, Tamet?
While I cannot attest to the ability of UV light to sort Denivan parasites, it will initiate a complete molecular breakdown within all parasites exposed to it.
Ensign?
Aye, she's a Vulcan, all right. I was trying to override the lighting controls from here. It looks like someone sabotaged several duotronic relays. We have to repair them if we're going to have any chance of saving the station. Before we go, grab yourself a kit from the crate there. It might come in handy. We bet.
Lead the way, Scotty.
Aye, this is one of the broken relays, right here. That one was easy. Just a few more to go. Alright, there are several ways through the engineering section here. Keep in mind that the parasites tend to stick.
Oh no, we're being ambushed again.
But remember, the parasites like the dark. Wee devils that they are.
That's very
straight away.
disconcerting to know that people are in so much pain that they are screaming.
That takes care of that. No trouble at all.
I must say that these parasites do look a lot like pancakes.
Our odds of success are greatest if we remain in well-lit areas.
Thank you for your input, Ensign. There's no relays down this corridor.
Now this may be a bit tricky. Just a wee bit longer. There we are. This one just needs new fuses. There we are. Good as new.
Right, let's head to main engineering. let's activate the UV lights.
It looks like someone has overridden the command codes. You best get to the command center and see what you can do from there. I'll stay here, barricade the door, and keep trying to get those UV lights going.
Why would someone override the command codes? Wait, Scotty, stay here and stay safe. It looks like there's a Starfleet commander in the main control room, but there seem to be some weird aliens in the back there.
Who are those soldiers? They're definitely not Starfleet.
We throw a grenade at him to try and bounce him back, but he seems quite resistant to it. So we try and knock him back with a overcharged shot. Let's now activate the station UV lights. Oh good, they're all dying. Who are these soldiers?
They're dying, all of them.
Salvage what you can and send a squad to kill the Federation vermin.
They seem to hate us. We know that much. Oh, it looks like they're beaming in. Another firefight it is then.
We need to talk.
Now's not a good time, Hunter.
Actually, the name's Daniels. This may be a little difficult to absorb, but recent events may make it more plausible. I'm actually from the future. I can't tell you how far, just that it's a future worth protecting. That's why I'm here now. The aliens we're fighting are called the Nakul, and they're waging a temporal Cold War with us. They're trying to change the timeline here in order to disrupt the future. Understand that I follow a temporal version of the Prime Directive. There's only so much I can reveal to you. Trust that we're doing the right thing here. Time's a factor. We need to stop the Nakul from obtaining the neural parasites. The Nakul ship that brought these invaders is now fighting the USS Ptolemy. Someone must have sent a distress call. Unfortunately, Ptolemy is no match for the Nakul.
Well, if they're from that far in the future,
at least not alone. We should
I'd
eliminate
expect
the parasites on the ships you
them
fought
to
earlier.
not put up a fight.
Those crews will help you once their minds are their own again.
I'm sure they
It's
would.
risky,
They are
but it's our
Starfleet.
best shot here.
Right, let's get back to the ship. K-13 is hailing us, it seems.
I'm transferring command codes to you now. Use them to remotely access the computer on those disabled ships and emit an ultraviolet flash inside.
Thank you, Scotty.
This is Captain Seralt of the Ptolemy. We have engaged the enemy ship, but we are outmatched. Please restore those ships and join the fight quickly.
That did it, Captain. Looks like everyone's coming around. The parasites are gone.
This is Captain Doherty of the USS Myrmidon. What happened? What's going on?
Your crew was taken over by normal parasites. We defeated them. We need your help.
Parasites? What? Okay, sorry. We're right behind you, Captain. Lead the way.
Into battle!
What's wrong? We're not doing any damage.
The Ptolemy has been destroyed. They have some kind of temporal shielding.
Temporal shielding? Never heard of it. But maybe a modulated ion burst could destruct it. Fine work, Captain.
Looks like K-13's in trouble. We better swoop by and evacuate them.
Scott here. The portal's collapsing. We're in for a right bumpy ride. Everyone's aboard. Get us clear before that portal blows. There she goes. I don't think anyone's ever seen a station do that.
Seems we missed some people. They're gone. From this time, anyway.
Perhaps not. After all, it was a temporal vortex. They may well survive. In another time. Well then, it's been quite a day, hasn't it? Neural parasites, time-traveling raiders. Why, things will seem almost normal once I'm back on the Enterprise. Speaking of, I'm sure one of the ships here can give me a lift back to her now that they're parasite-free. If Starfleet Command gives you any grief on this, remind them that lives are more valuable than equipment. And you saved a lot of lives today.
Thank you, Scotty. Give my regards to Kirk and the crew.
I apologize for springing all of this on you at the last minute, and I'll explain more as soon as I can. For now, I can tell you that history is unfolding as it should, and that was not the end of K-13. You're building a fine tradition of making the right decisions in crisis situations. In the meantime, don't talk to anyone about the Nakul or their time travel. We can't risk any further corruption of the timeline.
Understood, Daniels, but you should have told us sooner. Maybe we could have prevented this affair before it began. We do need more answers. I will need more answers. Let's warp out.
Let me get this straight. K-13, an entire space station, just disappeared into some type of spatial anomaly? And I thought some of Kirk's after-action reports were a little out there. Starfleet Command won't be pleased with the loss of K-13, or the people that were still on board, but they'll be happy to hear about the lives you did save. Good work out there. Keep it up.
Thank you, Admiral. I'm sure if we submitted this to anyone else, I'm sure we'd be fired right now. Well, that's it for this episode of Star Trek Online. Join me next time for the next episode, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and until next time, peace.